Welcome to another episode on my Arduino MegaADK for Android and some electronics and an Android tablet. While it is the objective to combine both the board and the tablet, I'm still finding out how to combine or how to program the tablet in the first place. So first I'll concentrate on the tablet, and then I will go to the board with some electronics. First of all, this then. Last time I tried to introduce clicking the tablet, or tapping the tablet, and then make an ellipse change form. That didn't work, so I have looked into this and into the tutorial of processing, and here they use just mouse pressed within the draw method. So my idea is that I change this and then say, alright, let me change this into mouse pressed, and then say if mouse pressed, and that incorporate or do that inside the draw. See whatever happens then. So this goes here. I want text to be nicely structured. It always helps when you can debug nicely. So all brackets and all accolades are supposed to be nicely structured, and if that doesn't work, you give yourself a big problem, or you can do so. Nothing is guaranteed though, and mistakes, as I've seen in the recent past, are just a typo away. Alright, so is this it? No, this is not it. This is it. So now this is a nice block, this is a nice block, and this is a nice block, and this is a nice block. So still I'm not convinced that this is completely correct. No, because there is an accolade, a bracket too many. Now there isn't. So if correct, this could work. So let's see if this actually will do whatever it is supposed to do. And with that I'm going to build everything once again, and hopefully not too much red, because that would mean an error and a no-go. Starting the sketch, and too much red, way too much red. So this means I have to try again. So trying again. Hopefully it will work this time. In the meantime, it's patiently waiting for input. Now something is doing not exactly what I expect, because not only too much red, but also I have to get myself entrance to the tablet again, so it's taking too much time. Well, the tablet thinks so, at least. Installing Sketch. Starting. And now it says, alright, I'm working. But what is working anyway? Well, here there is that ellipse again. And wow, ellipse is actually taking shape. See? Vertical and horizontal. Not too many times, I'm afraid, but vertical again. I hope you can see it. Now it's horizontal. So that does work. Now let's see if I press here, if will this work as well? Shoot. Yes. But it's not easy with too many times pressing. I have to press too many times. Press too much. But it does work. So in that case, in that sense, I'm fine with it. But and then there should be some text mouse clicked, but I do not see that text. Unless it is appearing here. While it should be appearing somewhere here. And I really do not see it. So that is something I still have to work with, or on. But why do I have to press so many times before it actually works? On the other hand, this is clearly the way it should work. Much better idea. Can I do something else as well? most likely. But it's a nice start anyway. Right, what next? Making something move or something else in there. Responding to a mouse, to the mouse pressure. And the text, of course. One other thing that occurs to me is that this has just one text, and these texts have text font in front of them. So what if I say I copy this right here, I leave the sans serif to the sans serif, and I change the font to something else. And then I put another rectangle would it disappear if I put a rectangle in the if mouse pressed? Maybe. Let's just try it. And then of course in another location. So I make this 550 and what other coordinate could I use? That is going to 50. Let's say 50 as well. Oh wait, this is 5. I have to change this then as well to, for example, 600. And because this is 550, then make this 650. Alright. So I've added now a text font here and a rectangle here. Let's see whatever happens. I hope not too much red. Yes, too much red. Is it showing anything after all? No. It has just gone black. Yeah. Script has been stopped. Alright. So, once again. And I still have no clue why it fails and why it succeeds. I hope I can find out sometime. And another fail. And in the meantime, while I rebuild, it is showing that the script has been stopped. Installing the sketch again, starting it, and now I see something. Alright, so I am pressing. Ah, look at that. I think that is a very nice thing to do. So it indeed appears and immediately goes. I just have to press too many times. Way too many times. But I think this is quite a nice result. So why is the mouse pressed not actively working? And oh, by the way, I still don't see this. I still do not see this text. But that may be because I have put it in the wrong position. So let me say this is until the end, so let me say X. It is X and Y. So if I put this to 250 and 550, maybe, just maybe that's it, that the text was hidden behind something else that was on screen. Who knows? Please not too much red. Yes, too much. Right, last attempt before going to the board. And have some nice electronics experience and experiment. Nope, again. Okay, one more time. And it still says, once again, script has been stopped. Which is very annoying. Starting, launched, and there's no way it's going to make it easy to me. Alright, I want it to succeed, and it's taking such a long time. Alright, thinking about the time, it is time to go to the board. Unfortunately. Well, not unfortunately, but this will come next time. See if I manage to get it working anyway. Time for the board. I had to gain access to the correct TTY ACM port, and when looking here at the port, it says it is ACM1, so that's the only port I've gained access to. And last time I managed to change the software in such a way that it actually works whatever I do. So, showing the serial monitor as well as the oscilloscope, I can press the button and it shows, and I can not very nicely put, excuse me for the camera, freeing up one of the probes. So now I can press this button and why is it not showing is what I wonder. Ah, that is why. Always make sure that it keeps making contact in the board. Same goes for this one. So now once again, what will happen on the oscilloscope when I press this button? This happens. And when I release it, anyway, now it should say hi, yes, and now A1 should say hi, yes, and I press both, and it says both buttons. So with that I can get on with experiments, whatever I like to do. And now it just says, alright, print something, and it would be much nicer if that generates some input to the board. So for that I can take some wire I had around here, a very thin wire, but a wire nevertheless, and connect it to the A2. So what I will have to do then is, even without having the wire yet, I say okay, let's go here, copy, paste, works far easier than typing the whole stuff. Then say exactly the same here, making sure that this is correct. A2 for input, empty line can remain, and then say alright, I have to read the input, and that is being done with digital read. I can also say analog read, but let me say serial dot print the result of this. And this will now come into the serial monitor. However, there is no proof that it will be. There's no written text of it. So let me just see if this works. Usually in C you can say alright, print, have some text, comma, and then the text somehow. So input, let me change this to A2 because otherwise it reached the wrong input. Let's see if this works. I'm quite curious about it. Overloaded. It's ambiguous. Why is it ambiguous? Alright, so then let's put it then this way. If this is less ambiguous, much less ambiguous, but it doesn't do anything yet. I have to wire it, so let's do that. Last part of this episode. I managed to get a very thin blue wire connected from between connecting A2 and the board, and here I had to use a very thin, very short jump wire because the wire is too thin to stay nicely firm into the breadboard. So I hope the signal will at least be transferred. So let's test it. This is still going on, and let's just see, one button and two buttons. And I'm afraid something is not working correctly. So let me start it again. Not available. Alright, that means I will have to take it offline, pull the plug and push the plug, or put the plug. So this is one. Let's now wait for things to come on. Yes, there the power is back, but that also implies that I have to see which it is on. Still ACM1, okay. So where it is, yes, a root again. Right. Let's see whatever happens. Serial monitor. Now I have some data. Both buttons. And yes. Or do input A2. Do I see that? Yes, I do. And it says 1, so that is very correct. Very nice. Now of course I can make this happen on another way as well, that I say it right here that it is 0. But being 1 is nice enough. And this all in preparation to combining both tablet and this one. And yes, this one is nearly identical to the MegaADK that is the subject of my other project. So in that sense it is not surprising that this is working, but still every time I come to a bit surprise, and every time it is programming that has some thinking error. Anyway, I'm glad this works. Thank you for watching. If you like this video and haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do so. And give the video a thumbs up, like it. Follow me on Twitter, retweet and like, and follow me on Instagram and like. And if you like, also if you want to comment, please leave a comment. Please donate to keep the videos coming your way. More information on my website, and this is of course to be continued. Bye bye.